Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. And today I want to talk about something different on here. But before I do, I want to kind of get into a little bit of history about me. I have always wanted to collect stuff. I have collected matchbooks in the past. Whenever I go out of town or to a new restaurant or to a hotel or whatever, I always collect matchbooks. I used to do that for a long time. I've kind of stopped doing that because over time what happened is they just, they take up a lot of space, and then those places don't have any meaning to me, so I don't really care. Now, I collect postcards, and as you know, like a lot of you guys out there send me postcards when you go places, and, or where you live, and it's awesome because Boo Radley said, I want to collect some time and be in your video, so Boo Radley's going to be in my video today. Are you having a good day today? He said, I'm having a fantastic day today. So, but I collect postcards as well. But I have so many postcards now that like I keep them over in a folder in my drawer over there. And I used to use them for bookmarks, but I literally probably have like, I don't know, 500 postcards at this point. So I've been wanting to look for something else to collect for a while now. And, you know, it's interesting because sometimes the most obvious things are right in front of your face. I have so many books in my house. So to say that I collect books would be the obvious. But the reality is that I don't really have much attachment to many of the books after I read them. And I do believe it's kind of this booktuber thing to have like, you know, every book in a series, or to have, you know, like for me recently, I just bought all the Harry Potter books, the 20th anniversary Scholastic edition, because I wanted to own all the Harry Potter books. And I don't even know why. It's not like you can't go everywhere in the world and buy a Harry Potter book. They're literally everywhere, right? So, you know, like the idea of keeping books, especially when you've moved a lot in your life, like books are heavy. It takes a lot to move books. So books just don't have, like reading books, listening to books, talking about books, libraries has a lot of meaning to me today. But the actual keeping of a book doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. I'm real quick to, like, if I've read a great book, give it to a friend and say just keep it, or give it to somebody else. Pass it on, enjoy it, other than it just sit on a shelf forever, or color coded, or look pretty. And I do think to some degree it's like this booktube thing, you know, where we all want to have like all the books, and we want to, you know, in the series, or all of the different covers or whatever. And I think that's great, right? Like everybody, hey, do your gig, do your thing. But for me, that doesn't mean a whole lot. And for a long time, I would like watch YouTubers, and they would have like, you know, 3 different covers of one book, or they would have like all of the books by one author, and they would all be like, you know, alphabetized and in perfect, you know, and I'd be so jealous. I'd be like, I want that, I want that, you know, and, but there was no true meaning behind why I really wanted it. So like I've gone through time and, not really, like over time, like books have stopped having this huge meaning to me as far as collecting them. Not, I want to make this very clear, not reading them, not discussing them. I love books. Y'all know that, right? Well then, evidence, put this into evidence, number 1. I received this package in my post office box a couple days ago from Jackie. She said I could read this. She said, P.S. should you decide to read this on a video, it is 100% okay with me. So I want to read this to you. She said, hi Peter, it's Jackie, and then she put her name, Leisure on YouTube, and I also have the channel Leisure Reads. First of all, I really want to thank, and I'll link her channel below. First of all, I really want to thank you for being your authentic self. I watch all 4 of your channels daily, and you truly inspire me to be a better person. Thank you, Jackie. That really means a lot to me. I love your vlog. It feels like I'm just hanging out with a good Judy. I originally found you through your booktube channel and love your personality and retrospectiveness. Recently, I went to the National Book Festival in Washington, D.C., knowing David Levithan would be there. Now, I'm a huge David Levithan fan, if you didn't know that, okay? Would be there. I decided to get a copy of Every Day signed. I know you've already read the book, but thought you would enjoy having a signed copy because I know how much you love him. You inspire me daily and are the sole reason I finally had the courage to join BookTube. Thank you for practicing what you preach on a daily basis. The Wolfpack sees it and loves you for it. Forever Wolfpacker, Jackie. Jackie, thank you so much. This was like, and you know, like sometimes you just like, you get something at a time that you need to hear it, or somebody said something to you at an exact moment that you need to hear it. Like that's what happened with this. So first of all, she sends me this fantastic book bag, okay? That is the National Book Festival 2018 Library of Congress, which I think is very cool. Okay, and then on the back of it says C-SPAN 2, Book TV, 20 years, created by cable, booktv.org. I love this. So, and this is gonna be really good for the library, because I always go to the library and I take out too many damn books and then I don't have any way to carry it. Now, I haven't opened this yet. I'm gonna open it on, but I do love bubble wrap. So, I haven't opened this yet, but you can see it is Every Day by David Levithan, featuring six additional characters in A's life. Oh, I didn't know that on this one. Okay, so I have read this. I actually loved Every Day. And there's a movie out about this. Did you know that? I haven't seen it yet, but like I downloaded it, so I want to watch it. But Another Day was not my favorite, but this one I loved. So let me open it. I'm so excited about this. Oh my God. Okay. No, it's not just a P.O. box thing. There's going to be a discussion that I'm going to say. Well, not a discussion, but there's something I want to say at the end of it. So here it is. Oh my God. Let's see. Oh, Every Day, David Levithan. And then you open it. Oh my God. To Peter, Live Every Day and Wonder. David Levithan. Oh my God, Jackie. I'm going to like get tears in my eyes. That is so awesome. I love it. Look at that. Okay, so, oh my God, I'm gonna cherish this so much. Well, let me tell you what happened. So, you know, like I said, like my husband and I are talking about moving to Florida or getting a place in Florida and going back and forth. And so the whole idea of taking all these books, or the 100,000 books, not 100,000, but I basically have the Library of Congress of bad books in my basement that need to go to half-price books. But I have so many books. I have books in the kitchen. I have books underneath the TV. I have books underneath the sink over here. I have books everywhere, right? I don't know if you're like me, but that's how it is. So I wanted to start, collecting books is important to me, but I don't want to collect every book in the world. So when I got this, and before I read it, when I read the letter, obviously because I hadn't read this part, this is so fantastic. I am so excited. I thought to myself, well, why don't you start collecting some of your favorite books signed, you know? And I remember there, in Indianapolis, my mother, she was like so in awe of this whole thing. The guy that owns the Colts here in Indianapolis, he actually bought a signed edition of the manuscript of Catcher in the Rye, and that was one of my mom's favorite books. And so she was like so like, oh my God, I cannot believe that he owns this. It was like a big article in the paper at the time that it happened. So I thought, now I'm not buying all that. Okay, that's probably millions of dollars at Sotheby's or something, or Christie's. But thank you so much, Jackie, and I want to say that I only have like 2 other signed books. My mother, I don't even know why she did it, but she got me a signed Janet Ivanovich book at Borders when her newest book came out. So I have that one. I have a Jackie Collins book that's signed. I bought a John Green book that just happened to be signed somewhere. I have a couple other ones that I just happened to buy, but they weren't like signed to me or anything like that. But I am going to start collecting signed editions of my favorite books because I've seen other booktubers talk about it. I think it's very, very cool. And then it's something bookish that I can like love to do and get back into, you know? And I can start hunting out, like make a list of my favorite books that I would like to be, to have that are signed. And so, you know, that's one of the things I'm going to start doing. And I wanted to know what you guys thought on here about signed books. Like, do you cherish them? Do they mean a lot to you? Like, do you not care? Do signed books not mean anything to you? I'm just interested to hear the discussion about it and see what you guys think. But for me, I think if I could like have, you know, I don't know, 20 or 50 books that were all signed, but they were all my favorite books that were signed, then I could get behind keeping those books and having them take up space and moving just those 20 or 50 to a new place, you know, and then saying, oh, well, all those books are signed, you know? Like, that to me would mean something. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Jackie, thank you so much for this book. Oh my God, it's so special. That is so awesome. My God, David Levithan wrote my name. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.